Morning, family. Addict named Billy P. I've been in Kentucky for the past week. My best therapy that I get is, besides meetings, the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel, but my best time for me to be able to sit and take my own inventory and see where at, man, in my life can I be doing better? What changes still need to be made? I do that best either on the boat. Since I sank that a couple weeks ago, I won't be doing it on the boat no more, and I've been doing it. I like to do it in a tree, bow hunting. I've been in Springfield, Kentucky for the past week hunting. Had a great time. Got some great animals to feed my family. Passed down on some small bucks and missed out on some bigger bucks, but I'll be coming back down to speak at a school November 11th, 12th, and 13th. And, instead of just packing up my stuff and going back to Michigan, I was told years ago when I first entered this process of recovery that the only way that I can keep what I have is by giving it away. So instead of driving back home to Michigan, I left Springfield, Kentucky after my morning hunt today, and I came here to Owensboro, Kentucky, and I'm here at the Owensboro Reginal Recovery Center, and they got good stuff happening here. Everybody's been sending me messages. Billy P, man, where's another message? Where's another video? And Billy P ain't that important, but the message is what matters. I got some time to be thinking about it while I'm sitting in this tree. And I think one thing that really bothers me is when I hear people come and, yes, they're trying to bring a message, but I hear so many people in recovery go to people in treatment facilities and go to people in jails, go to people in hospitals, and they tell them that, relapse is a part of recovery. That's the biggest bunch of bull crap I've ever heard. Relapse is not a part of recovery. In reality, it's the opposite of recovery. Yes, it does happen. Now, there's going to be some of you who take this message the wrong way, like you always do, and twist it around and want to say, oh, Billy P, you shouldn't say that because people might give up. Listen, relapse is not a requirement. Yes, it happens. Don't stop stopping. Bottom line, the shame is not the relapse. The shame is when you stay out in the madness and you don't do something about the problem. When I first came around here, they would always say, insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. Hey, you know what, dude? At the beginning, that was true. Today, this dope fiend, insanity, is doing the same thing, knowing the results. I know what's going to happen if I pick up. Now, just because I've come in this process of recovery November 11, 2004, and I haven't put nothing in my body since then, thanks to God's grace and the 12-step program, does not mean that I haven't relapsed. The literature states clearly that we relapse far before we pick up the drinking and the drugging. I can't tell you I haven't relapsed. I have relapsed. I've relapsed in many, many, many different ways in these short 10 and a half years, but I have refused to put anything in my body. I've refused to pick back up. And it isn't that I'm better than. It isn't that I'm excluded. I know I got a relapse in me. That scares the living crap out of me. I don't have another recovery in me. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life is to get clean and sober. But to stay clean and sober, it's not all that bad today. In fact, it's pretty dang easy. So instead of saying to people when they relapse, oh, it's okay, or instead of saying to people, relapse is a part of recovery, remember this, it isn't. It isn't a requirement. You don't have to. Relapse isn't something that just happens. I ask people all over the country, hey, what made you pick back up? This is what they tell me. I quit talking to God, I quit going to meetings, and I found myself exactly where I don't want to be anymore. Therefore, this dope fiend, instead of driving back to Michigan, I came the opposite direction to give away what was so freely given to me. I'm going to continue talking to God, I'm going to continue to go to meetings, and no matter what, I'm not going to pick up. I'm not better than anybody, but I know I'm scared to use. If you're a chronic relapser, try this. Change one thing about you. That's everything. Your way sucks. It's exactly like everybody else's way out there. Come on in and surrender. Get with the program. Hang out with winners. And no matter what, don't use. I'm done. Bye.